the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Yellow Jackets kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going with the counter play here. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the ground, it's Hosley. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the missed connection on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Bonnie's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner.
Turning it on! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires into the end zone. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying play action. Got his man. And that one did not work.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Looking for a gap. It's Hosley. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The play-action fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Finds a tight end down the gut. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for a crease. It's Hosley. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Trying to run, it's Hosley. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
Number 33, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. There's a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff for Ball. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He makes the catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Here's a give the ball. Might have a chance. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. That ball skips through the end. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover. They can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football. Go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense. Being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Might be changing the route. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll give it to Ball. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's ball. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskies, with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. So the turnover sets up their first drive in this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. Handoff for ball. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the tight end. Trying to get them out flanked on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Jaden one more time. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Looking to throw. And he's got it from the 2-point conversion.
You know, teams practice 2-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a 3-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Headed for the corner, it's Hosley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. Got the back over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. 1st down.
On the draw, it's Hosley. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Running inside. It's Hosley. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed him.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the ground with the counter.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Amidst a din of deafening noise, he'll try to tie the game. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this game up early in the 4th quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play and a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The defense putting points on the board.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to go on the attack. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open on the left. Tag. Touchdown, Florida. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
What a massive play by the defense. Tight game. They're just hoping to get the football back in good field position, but instead, you create the safety, and now you've taken the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse maybe give it to him again, or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Ball again. And he'll be brought down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go in.
Maybe a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
And the Gators with the 1st and 10. the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Here's a give the ball. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Handoff for ball. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. To throw, it's Mendoza. Swings it out to his running back. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David. Now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, put ourselves in a position to win.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Here's Jaden one more time. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. A quick strike, just as we expected. Yeah, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. They'll try to run with ball. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ball. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
They say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. The old coaching cliche, go win-no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win.